The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, John, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. With the United States COVID-19 death toll is about to hit 300,000. There is some good news as the first doses of the new coronavirus vaccine prepare to be given. Now, Dr. M.J. Collier joined us this morning with the latest information. Good morning, Dr. Collier.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and allow me to give you more information about the coronavirus on this update, Monday, December 14th. 16% higher rates since the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So we're seeing that boom, that increase in number of cases and deaths. We set a record on Friday with 3,309 coronavirus deaths, so this is real. I have a patient who survived the coronavirus. He was 2 weeks out of the hospital, but remember, it causes some clotting problems. He ultimately ended up being rehospitalized and having his leg amputated. And now they're considering doing the other leg. So you people, please understand this is real. This is out there. And hopefully the distribution of 3 million doses of the vaccine, which will start today, will help with this. But remember, the vaccine is not a treatment or a cure. It is a preventative. So we still have at least 3 months where we are susceptible to the disease state. It's going to be out there, and we still need to wear our masks, protect ourselves, and watch our distances. COVID's going to be rolling on UPS and FedEx trucks today, up to 150 distribution centers across the United States. There are 425 sites that are going to get the vaccine on Tuesday and the final 66 sites on Wednesday. So, because the vaccine has to be maintained at an ultra low temperature, now they're trying to keep it at minus 94 degrees or 94 degrees below zero. They have some special shipping containers, Ricky, that use dry ice, and they're GPS enabled with sensors that continuously monitor the temperature of the vaccine as well as the location, because we don't want Black Tony and his crew finding one of these trucks and ended up in the West End with that vaccine. So we have some great information about that. That is going to be wonderful. But it's going to be out there to still be, they're going to give it to health workers first.
Yeah, there you go. I was about to ask that.
They're giving it to healthcare workers, frontline workers, ICU personnel, and people that are in nursing homes. So the distribution is still being worked out in real time. It's messy. They're making decisions in real time based on the reality of the matter and where it's most needed. And, but there are large hospital systems that are prepared to distribute the vaccine to their staff, but there are smaller hospital systems and people in private practice like me. We don't know where we're going to get the vaccine and how it's going to be distributed. They're still working on that. So, the good news is the vaccine is out there. Moderna's vaccine will be out there in the next few weeks as well. So we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, thank goodness. And hopefully by spring, we'll be resuming some form of normal behavior.
I'm going to wait on the Moderna one. All right, Dr. It just sounds better. Yeah, I'm going to I got Moderna. Yeah, you got the Pfizer, but I got that. I'm waiting on the Modernas to come out. You on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Okay, so it's a question about, I drive a truck, right? And they didn't tell us that somebody had come out positive for corona. So I'm worried about my pores and my skin. I mean, your pores be open. Can I get COVID through my pores?
No, COVID is a respiratory virus. It's only transmitted through the sinus passages, the nose and the mouth. So you cannot get it through your skin pores. Even if you had direct contact, if somebody coughs or sneezes on your skin, it won't be transmitted that way.
Yeah, like if somebody cough on your ankle, you ain't going to get it. All right, you're on with Dr. M.J. Collier. Good morning.
Sure. My vitamin D is at a level of 144. It's very high in my calcium. What can I take to help avoid the COVID virus?
Okay, one, you don't need to take additional vitamin D if you've already got it to 144. The normal range is 30 to 90. And when you get that high, you are susceptible to things like kidney stones and bone deterioration. So you don't need to continue to take the vitamin D, but you do need to take vitamin C at 1,000 milligrams per day, omega-3 fish oil, and zinc at 30 to 50 milligrams per day. Those, in addition to the vitamin D, will give you a total immune boost.
Wow, you're on with Dr. M.J. Collier. Good morning.
My question to Dr. Collier is, first, my name is Robin, and I'm calling from Raleigh, North Carolina. Dr. Collier, I took your advice the first time when this coronavirus first out about taking Mucinex every day and drinking ginger tea. And I got coronavirus, and by the grace of God, I lived through it. I also have been vaccinated with the flu shot just to be safe. Do I need to get the vaccine as well?
That is a question that has been asked by the CDC, and the point is that if you've had it and you test positive for antibodies, the only thing the vaccine does is give you antibodies. So if you have had the coronavirus, gotten over it, you should get an antibody test. If you have an antibody test, the most I can say is that you don't have to be in a hurry to get the vaccine because you have natural immunity, and that's going to be no different than what you would get from the vaccine. So you have time to think about it. By the time it becomes available to to the general population anyway, that's what the time you have to consider that, and the CDC will have a different recommendation probably. But right now, they don't have a recommendation. But Dr. Collier's recommendation is that if you have natural immunity, that is the way the immune system works. It's no different from getting the vaccine. The question is, how long will it last?
Right. So, Dr. Collier, the last time I had an antibody test was like May. Is it time for me to take another antibody test?
No, if you tested positive for antibodies, you don't have to keep rechecking them, because even if you get a test and that test could even be negative, it doesn't mean that you don't have immunity. Your B cells and T cells, which are another part of the immune system, will immediately remanufacture antibodies, and you will get a new antibody levels upon exposure. So you should have, right now they're looking at protection for up to 36 months. It may be longer. It could be lifetime. We're only finding that out in real time. They also don't know how long the protection from the vaccine will last. Whether this is just going to be a few months or a year, and whether you'll have to get it every year. The only way they're going to monitor that is people get the vaccines and then recheck their levels and see if they still have protection.
What? They ain't never talked about that.
Well, Dr. Collier,
they never talked about that, Dr. Collier. I'm tripping. Oh man, I'm thinking this thing gonna be like the little shot they give you as kids for your
polio shot.
Yeah,
the measles
man,
shot.
Dr. Collier, that's some good information. So we don't know. We don't
know,
right? Because they hadn't been able to test it on nobody long enough to know.
No, they're just going to monitor it in real time and make a determination at that point. So right now, again, it could ultimately end up being an annual vaccine like the flu shot. Although we do that with the flu shot because the flu virus mutates and every year is different. Right now, we're not having substantive mutation of the coronavirus, so there's no reason to do that scientifically and clinically. But we're seeing, we're finding out a lot of information on a day-to-day basis. That's how we're doing that.
Man, Dr. Collier, I wish I was in your class, man. I would be so I'm smarter because I hang out with you. So I go over your house and sit down and eat dinner, man, and I just be over there. It ain't the food, it's the information, man. Of course, First Lady can
cook. But don't
tell
the First Lady it's not the food because she thinks it's the food.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it is the food. But that information, is that knowledge that y'all be sharing, it's just because we always 3 months ahead of what comes out on the news. So if you listen to the Rick Smiley Morning Show, man, everything that you have told us from day one, when the coronavirus first came out, we have been 2 and 3 months ahead of the news. So it's so important to have you on this show, and we appreciate everything, keeping us safe. And ain't no telling how many lives that you save, by people listening to the show and taking the vitamins and wearing the mask and just everything that come out 2 or 3 months later on the news, that you just kind of have us ahead of the game. So, Dr. Collier, disclaimer, and let us know how you could be reached.
Okay. These are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, or its radio affiliates. You can reach me on all social media at ASK Dr. MJ. And we look forward to having our Facebook Live is coming up. We'll let you know when, and we'll take it from there. But remember, don't worry. The government is paying for the vaccine. You don't have to worry about the cost of the vaccine. It's going to be paid for when it's time for you to get it. So that's one of the questions people are asking as well.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.